I think Dahlia might be hiding with the Morlocks.
The Morlocks?
Mutants who live in the tunnels beneath the city, and who stay away from the X-Men. There's a homeless encampment by an entrance to the Morlock tunnels. Vampires have attacked it 3 times this week.
That cannot be a coincidence. Do you think the vampires are hunting this child?
I don't know. The city's most vulnerable population is being erased, mutants and humans alike. Disappearing from shelters, off the streets.
The vampires go after anyone the world would not miss.
Or even notice.
Until now. We must help them.
Save everyone you can, and keep your eyes open for Dahlia.
I'm looking.
Me too. I just don't like what I see.
It's good to be back in the fight.
Now it's the city's unhoused population. These depraved creatures have no shame.
They do not seem to feel anything at all. Only their hunger drives them.
And yet they're still on the trail of Dahlia, with these people caught in their wake.
Then you're in the right place. At the very least, you can deny the vampires their next meal.
I'm impressed. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed.
Chaos unleashed. I'm hoping you'll learn from this, but I know you won't.
Do not bother running.
Sometimes the legends are true.
in a city as renowned as New York, these people have still been left behind.
The lack of empathy is not unique to this city, or this time. Society often turns its back on those who are different.
Those with unusual abilities are even more likely to be shunned.
Yes, we've all felt it in one way or another. Maybe it doesn't have to be that way for Dahlia.
That looked painful.
Consider it done.
You're just as good as everyone says, Hunter. Strength of chaos energy. I really seem to like it.
We're fortunate these are resourceful people. Most of them must have escaped before things got bad.
To survive like this, they must always be looking over their shoulders.
Let us hope that is what happened. Too weak for this fight. We will move at once.
Not everyone can keep up.
Your mother abandoned you.
I call to the elements.
Whatever gets the job done.
are being watched.
Let them watch. Give them no cause to fear us.
Shh, it's all right. You'll be as good as new.
Dahlia?
Aurora? What are you doing here?
I tried to find you at the orphanage, but
But what?
it seemed you were in distress. I wanted to help.
I'm not the one who needs help. Look around you. I can do more here than wearing a fancy yellow suit. The Morlocks took me in. They just welcomed me into their family. But now someone is trying to tear our family apart.
I am so sorry.
No, you're not. You say you're all about protecting mutants, but it's only the ones who live in that mansion. You don't even see people like us.
That's not true.
What happened here?
We were attacked by creatures. We don't know what they are or what they want. Most of us fled after the last attack. Some are too wounded to move. I just need more time to heal them.
What can we do?
You really want to help? Stop those things from killing my family.
If these vampires are truly stockpiling victims, there is something much greater at work here.
As if their torment of these people was not enough.
It is never enough. There always seems to be a darker purpose waiting to reveal itself.
At least it keeps us busy.
Brace yourself. We feel death.
Now that was something.
Chaos consumes me. That could have been so much worse.
I will show you true power.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Hydra Immortalis. The elements will never grow tired. They will kneel.
Lilith will not be pleased with your efforts.
On Delta, responding.
These Morlocks, they live here beneath the city? Why have I not seen them before?
These sewers have been home to all kinds.
They've survived by avoiding unnecessary attention. And much like their counterparts on the surface, many people do not want to see them.
The modern world continues to surprise me. I'd expected better.
will deliver you from her grasp.
Possibly match your strength.
This is what you came for.
Some for the rest of us.
Face your end. Are you prepared?
You're getting pretty good at that.
Light will heal you. The advantage is mine.
Are you even trying?
That was a mistake.
I don't think we're done just yet.
We must find these other victims Dahlia mentioned. Who knows what suffering they have experienced at the hands of these vampires?
There are endless tunnels here. It will not be easy.
It never is.
interesting technique.
There aren't many who can be trusted to wield chaos magic, but you seem to have... Elements bow to me.
You've been practicing, haven't you?
Team is falling apart.
The Morlocks may have grown accustomed to that place, but I wouldn't spend any more time down there than you have to.
I will as long as it's necessary to help Dahlia.
I would expect nothing less of you.
Feel my call.
I must not falter again. To the skies.
I am impressed.
Forces of
Now that was something.
Are you prepared? I will deliver you from her grasp.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
You're not going to like this. I'm glad that doesn't happen too often.
fall. This is a serious predicament for you. Return to your mother. Not enough.
Where have I seen that before?
I'm sure the Morlocks will be grateful, in their own quiet way.
Dahlia! It's over. You're safe.
Thank you, Aurora. And the rest of you. We're not used to people looking out for us.
Is there anything else we can do?
No, we'll be all right. I've healed the others. We'll move where they can't find us.
Dahlia, you don't have to be alone. The X-Men would welcome you.
Thanks, but I'm not alone. And I can't abandon my family for yours.
All right. And if you ever need me...
You'll be the first we call.
Goddess be with you. All of you.
Hey, boss. Could use some help.
Hunter, I have a favor to ask.
What do you need?
Storm seems... off. I haven't seen her like this before. Can you speak with her?
Of course, but why me?
You both know what it means to lead. She sees you as a peer, whereas I will always be her student. You may be able to reach her in a way I cannot.
All right, I will seek her out.
Thank you. Oh, and don't tell her I asked you to do this.
Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So, just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment. But a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us.
Yeah, I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class.
But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? Another day for retooling. We have a few more ideas in the backlog if you want to check them out. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. So, are we good to go on this project?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together.
I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
I am ready to go.
Robbie, you got a sec?
Sure.
Whatever the vampires want with the Morlocks.
I'm not really a glass half full kind of guy.
Every city. You were right about the Abbey being special. It's beautiful out here.
I like to come here when I am feeling down.
Subtlety is not your strong suit. You want to ask about Dahlia, yes?
Dahlia believes you only care about the X-Men who choose to join. Her words hurt you.
Not exactly, but they've left me to wonder. And the act of self-reflection is often uncomfortable.
I do not follow.
Her comment has caused me to think about how I treat my students. I don't think I choose favorites, but what if I do without realizing it? Regardless, I'm relieved to see her safe and happy with her found family. I'll keep worrying about her until the vampires are taken care of.
I relate. The Midnight Suns are my family, and I share the same concerns over their safety.
That almost sounds silly, worrying about people with powers. But I appreciate your words. It feels good to know I am not alone.
I think the fear is natural. Having abilities puts targets on our backs.
That is a good point.
Just because we are strong does not mean we are invincible.
Where were you when I was a teenager? That's what leadership is. Knowing when to step in and when to respect boundaries.
How do you know?
They'll straight up tell you. Or you'll just feel it.
Sounds complicated.
It gets easier with time. Thank you for coming to check on me, Hunter. Leaders often have to take these burdens on by themselves.
I am not a leader.
Oh, please. I call it like I see it. Is there anything else?
How did you meet Dahlia?
I learned of her through the X-Men. Once mutants hit a certain age, their powers manifest. I went to offer Dahlia a place at Xavier's school, but she turned me away.
Was that the only time you approached her?
No. The second time I tried, the orphanage told me she had run away. I'm thankful she found companionship among the Morlocks.
I've never heard of a Morlock before.
Morlocks are mutants who are visually distinct. I'm hesitant to call them different, but they avoid the X-Men.
Different?
Some Morlocks may have a gelatinous body, while others have horns growing from their head. Again, visually distinct.
Do you think the vampires are after Dahlia or the Morlocks?
It's hard to say. I do not know what they would want with either of them.
Dahlia and the Morlocks are both mutants. Maybe the answer lies there.
It's possible there's a connection there. I'd rather destroy the vampires before we find out for certain.
No, that was all.
Of course.
This war feels very winnable to me, Hunter. That's thanks to you.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Wanda coming back. Good to see you getting all buddy-buddy with Storm.
How did you know I was just with her?
I can, smell her on you.
Are you very familiar with her scent?
We were close.
Let me guess, you will not elaborate.
Nope.
What do you know about the Morlocks?
Morlocks aren't bad, you know.
Who says they are?
Society, mostly. Just because they can't pass as normal doesn't mean they deserve to be living in the sewers.
Could they join the X-Men?
They could. But the Morlocks don't trust us. Can't blame them. They don't trust anyone.
Anything else on your mind?
What can you tell me about the Morlocks?
I know mostly what you do. They're mutants who live beneath the streets of New York. I read through their SHIELD file. For the most part, they're harmless.
Why does S.H.I.E.L.D. have a file on harmless mutants?
Groups of unknown mutants who live off the grid is a thorny subject in this country. I don't like it either, but until that changes, S.H.I.E.L.D. will keep tabs on them.
Thanks.
Sure.
I bit my tongue.
How did it go? Is she all right?
We talked. I think I was able to lift her spirits.
That is a relief.
It is sweet that you care for her.
Yes, yes. My heart of ice can melt on occasion. Guess your mom's not that powerful after all.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
What have you got for me, boss? Let's go. Not bad, right? Big Tony's Forge of Mystery. We never close.
The mystic arts require concentration and focus, if you don't mind. I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Small victories, Hunter, are always worth celebrating. Like an old friend coming to her senses, courtesy of one of our newest friends.
I'm sure you've heard the expression, getting a second wind, Hunter?
Second wind? Is it related to your powers?
No, but good guess. It's when you're able to continue doing something difficult after you've been tired.
Sounds very useful. What will you do with this new energy?
I'm going to keep tabs on Dahlia and the Morlocks. Make sure nothing else happens to them.
Is that what she wants?
She wants me to keep my distance, but I can look out for friends from afar.
Underneath my mask is a look of deep satisfaction.
Looks good to me. Bye.
Hunter, hello.
Practice makes perfect. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way. All right then.
We got Wanda back, straightened out Johnny Blaze, and are gonna totally vaporize the Parchment of Power. What could possibly go wrong? I hope that
How'd you bring Wanda back? Was it some weird mystical ritual, or was it cognitive recalibration via spirit force trauma? To me, it looked like your soul punched Wanda's soul's face, and she came to. But I also drank way too much coffee.
Allow us to assist you. So, do you have much experience with smithing?
All right, now we're talking. Where do you think I got the suit, Doc?
I assume this should prove useful.
Later.
Nico and Magic never lost hope for Wanda, and that turned out great.
I'm glad to be sharing a space with Magic again. She's a good one.